Greetings, beloved. It is I. To answer the question, yes. It is not about ascension. In what we are becoming consciousness and experiencing the third dimensional journey in a very different way. So instead of believing that we are leaving or ascending to planes of existence that transcend, and then somehow we are blissed out, in the reckoning, the second coming, in the blink of an eye. What we're really seeing, or will come to understand, when we work with energies in a different way, our perception that's being blossoming and blossoming more every day, fully activated human genome now across the planet. We have a front row seat to experiencing the Great Awakening. But as the Godhead principle comes descending into one's energy, there is a realization that we are God in an interconnected way that is inexplicable except by experience. So therefore the language of those experiencing it begins to change. We're meeting ourselves in different places, but I digress. We chose this experience, and when we perceive the 3D, or the human experiment, or the human experience, however you choose to look at it, from a higher perspective, higher, not lower, it's not as if we're looking down into this experience from another, but that as we integrate and balance our masculine and our feminine, we then begin to expand in such a state that we are consciously engaging in both at once. As you play with this energy, you realize that you can do both simultaneously or switch between the two so fluidly, because we're no longer holding on to any trauma from past injury. Trauma no longer teaches us. Wisdom does now. So as we begin to play with this energy and our perception shifts, there's this hunger for the joy of living and restlessness for play. And then we don't take things so seriously within the human experience. We, take every moment as it comes and ride it out. And one more thing before I go. As you are reaching for higher dimensional connections, I wanted to say beings there for a second. I bet you could feel it. But I'd like to say connections, because it's not always beings, it's energy. Earth energy, elemental energy, animal energy. I'm adding a little more than I meant to, and it's needed. Becoming a higher dimensional being, just like becoming in adulthood, as you become a man, or you become a woman, or you become a mother. When we become a higher dimensional being, we take all that experience with us. And our cellular composition in evolution is all about evolution, expansion, and growth. We don't devolve, we evolve. But as we expand, and I'll get into how the universe is expanding with us and how, but later. Right now, think about the interconnectedness of all of that knowledge that you have. We get stuck on the idea of timelines or past lives, when we take that information forward where we're integrating that. But what's also true is we're taking in and beginning to conceptualize and alchemize and play with these deep understandings that have to go with the human experience on Earth, like our animal and mineral and elemental connections begin to become much more clear. And that is a playground. I love you dearly. I love you so dearly. And as you are reaching for higher dimensional connections, it is reaching for you because it is heart-centered. And that is where you'll find them. All of the connections. Adonai Vasu Baragas Obsessive.